Welcome to Stories by John, the go-to place for the captivating tales that have shaped our world. Today, we're delving deep into the annals of history, unearthing the truths and myths of the Trojan War, a saga of heroes and tragedy. Once upon a time in the vibrant city of Troy, a fateful decision set in motion a chain of events that would lead to one of the most epic conflicts in ancient history, the Trojan War. The seeds of this war were sown at the wedding of Peleus and Thetis. Eris, the goddess of discord, not invited to the festivities, retaliated by throwing a golden apple inscribed with "To the fairest." This sparked a fierce rivalry between Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Paris, the prince of Troy, was chosen to judge who was the fairest. Lured by Aphrodite's promise of the most beautiful woman in the world, he chose her as the fairest, igniting the spark of the Trojan War. The woman in question was none other than Helen of Sparta, wife of King Menelaus. When Paris spirited Helen away to Troy, Menelaus, furious and heartbroken, called upon his brother Agamemnon and the other Greek kings to wage war against Troy. Thus began the 10-year siege that is the Trojan War. The war was marked by numerous heroic deeds and tragic losses. Achilles, the mightiest of the Greek warriors, and Hector, the noblest of the Trojans, were central figures in this epic conflict. The death of Patroclus, Achilles' closest companion, at the hands of Hector, led to a heart-wrenching duel that ended with Hector's death, and Achilles dragging his body around the walls of Troy. The war reached its tragic climax with the infamous Trojan Horse. The Greeks, seemingly admitting defeat, left a giant wooden horse as a peace offering and retreated. The Trojans, thinking they'd won, brought the horse inside the city walls, unaware that it was filled with Greek soldiers who, under the cover of night, opened the city gates. The Greek army returned and razed the city to the ground, ending the war. In the aftermath, the once mighty city of Troy was left in ruins, its inhabitants either killed or enslaved. The Greek heroes, too, faced tragic fates. Menelaus reclaimed Helen, but their marriage was forever tainted. Agamemnon was murdered by his wife upon his return home. Achilles, prophesied to die young, fell to an arrow shot by Paris. The Trojan War, a tale of heroes and tragedy, serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of pride, passion, and deceit. It's a tale that has been told and retold, shaping our understanding of the ancient world. In summary, the Trojan War, sparked by a beauty contest between goddesses, led to a decade-long siege marked by heroic deeds and tragic losses. At its core were figures like Achilles and Hector, whose fates were intertwined with the war's outcome. The war ended with the fall of Troy, brought about by the cunning ruse of the Trojan Horse, symbolizing the devastating consequences of deceit. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of history's most epic tales. If you enjoyed this video, show your support by hitting that like button, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to Stories by John for more engaging historical content. Until next time, keep exploring the stories that make us who we are.